Hey guys, Flamengo greetings. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're new here, please follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notifications and leave a like on the video. Man, we're here thanks to Leão. There's nothing more carioca than Leão. Leão is right there near Urubu, and it's Leão. The mate that I love, the tea that I love, look at this, look at that. Do you see the teas here? Do you see Leão here? Look at this Leão. There are several types of Leão you can get. You know how it is? You bought one of the Leão Infusões products, in this case the tea, say you got Relaxa, Strawberry Mint, or Chá Leãozinho and took it home. You open the box. As soon as you open the box might have a surprise prize for you. I'm opening it here. Let's see. I'm opening the little Leão box here. I opened it. Here are the wonderful teas. And inside the box, there might be one. A coupon where you win one. Here in this one, I didn't win, I wasn't awarded, but I already have the little lion here. There are several types here of plush toys that you can get. But man, my God, this one is extraordinary. This is chamomile, vanilla, and honey. Look how amazing it is. Get your Leão right now. And you can also get a little plush lion, man. Nothing is more carioca, nothing is more wonderful than this Leão promotion. So have you gotten yours yet? Don't go without your lion. Now, as we start our video, just reminding you that you can get official Flamengo caps from Supercap. Look at this one. It's beautiful. You can wear it with the black jersey, the brown jersey, all kinds of jerseys. It's beautiful, okay? I'll also show you the official Mengão caps from Supercap here. You really help Flamengo a lot through YouTube shopping, so you can get yours. Man, we have some important information here. Regarding the Ancelotti situation and the preliminary list, Flamengo could have many players called up, and there are 2 more players on Carlo Ancelotti's preliminary list. Look, Leo Oritz and Samuel Lino are other players who also appear on the preliminary list for the Brazilian national team sent by Carlo Ancelotti to FIFA for the 2026 World Cup. The information was released by journalist Caio Mota from Portal GE. It's not an official list, it's not an official preliminary list, it's not official information, okay? These are leaks that happen and there's no way to confirm they're real, but it's information from Caio Mota. And so, Leo Oritz and Samuel Lino are on the preliminary list. Besides them, Leo Pereira, Danilo Alexandro, Lucas Paquetá, and Pedro would also be included. So there would be 7 Flamengo players, not 5. 7, okay? So Flamengo is the club with the most players pre-selected by Ancelotti. 7 names. Remember, they haven't officially released this list. So you can't confirm how many players each club has on the preliminary list. No. But Flamengo would be one of the clubs with the most, or even the club with the most players on the preliminary list. And if you also count the homegrown players, count Vini and Junior. All the players who came up through Flamengo's youth academy on the preliminary list, you'll have more than 10, right? Look, Flamengo returned to training on Tuesday morning, right, at Ninho do Urubu to start preparing for the match against Vitória. We also have some things to bring you throughout the day. Some questions, right? A lot of people are asking, who will Flamengo use at defensive midfield against Vitória and Atlético Paranaense? So the team trained this morning, right, at 10 o'clock at the Ninho do Urubu training center. And he only has 2 days of training before the decisive match, right? Already this Wednesday, the squad will show up at 3 o'clock, do the last activity, and remain at the training center until it's time to leave for Salvador, okay? Flamengo and Vitória will face each other then on Thursday night at 9:30 over there in Salvador. for the second leg of the fifth round of the Copa do Brasil. Remember that Flamengo won 2-1 and has the advantage of a draw. But, Mengão can win there too. What do you think? And my friends, check this out. There was a vote at Gavia, right? Our reporter, Gabriel Orfon, received information about Flamengo's new jerseys for 2027. Yeah, everything's already been voted on. Everything's already approved. For the 2027 jerseys, he made some AI images, right? Some images here, the 3 images of jersey 1, 2, and 3. And then they told me the following. It's a little different from that, okay? It's a little different. The first jersey is a little different, but it's very similar, just a little bit different along the lines of what I'm going to show you. The third jersey is in this style too, a little different, but it's in this style as well. The second jersey, they said it's very different from what ended up here in the AI artwork, right? So I'm going to tell you guys the following. The image in this post is illustrative, created based on the descriptions we received, okay? The jersey is red and black. The model will have thin stripes alternating in red and black. The sleeves are red. There are reports that it resembles the 2018 uniform, okay? Yes, so we might have a uniform with some gradient, something like that. But look, it would basically be this uniform, okay? It changes a little, okay? The uniform changes a little bit, but the leak didn't happen. So it's based on reports, okay, guys? Based on the description of those who saw it, okay? So that's a possibility, okay? I thought it was beautiful. Now what they've said is that the second uniform is with Adidas Originals, right? The Adidas Originals logo, okay? This is the second uniform, all right? But they said it's a little... Those who saw it and were there told me, Papa, I saw your AI art of the second uniform. This one is a little different. The other two are very similar, but this one is a little different. But it was made with the idea that it have this Adidas Originals look and that it'd be a white jersey without the red and black stripe down the middle like the current one, right? The red and black stripe, okay? So the white jersey, right? We call it the second jersey, but now it's the primary white kit. White shirt with gray, red, and black details. It will be a tribute to the Salutares Cup, a competition won by Flamengo in 1927, which chose the most likable club in Brazil. The Adidas symbols in the Flamengo crest have a retro style, okay? The third kit will be the most different of all. It will be a tribute to Jorge Benjou, a distinguished Flamengo supporter. It will be predominantly black with pink, blue, and yellow details, okay? The first 2 kits had about 90% approval, while the third kit had 72% approval. I'm going to show you here, since they said that the kit also ended up looking a bit similar. The third kit, okay? Take a look at this. They said this third Flamengo kit looks similar too, okay? Black with pink and colorful details, and it's a tribute to Jorge Benjou, all right? So this would be the third kit. It got less approval, okay? 72% approval. The referee lineup for the game against Vitória has been released. My friends, the CBF has appointed referee Rafael Klaus. That's right, Rafael Klaus. He's made many mistakes against Flamengo. He's from São Paulo. From São Paulo. I'm tired of saying this. Rafael Klaus is in charge of the match. The assistants and VAR officials aren't announced yet, but let me tell you, all this whining from Palmeiras, this outrage from Palmeiras benefited from the mistakes, and then they come out in public saying that the CBF acknowledged the mistakes. So where is the CBF publicly admitting these mistakes as they claim? The pressure they're putting on is already starting to have an effect. They've already assigned Rafael Klaus to referee the return match of the Copa do Brasil. That's messed up. I'm telling you, man, ask any Flamengo fan and they'll say it. Rafael Klaus, him of all people, man, this guy makes an absurd amount of mistakes. I'm not talking about any kind of accusation or anything. No one here is saying, oh, that he does it on purpose, but he's a guy who, especially against Flamengo, makes a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of mistakes. And then, right at the moment when there's a complaint, the guys, man, they assign Rafael Klaus. Man, it's surreal, right? It's surreal. Yeah, my friends, it's against everything and everyone. So you already know that we could have a penalty, a red card, all those things that happen. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I get upset because we know, right? Playing there in Salvador is already complicated. Flamengo has a small advantage. But it's okay, guys. It's okay. We're up against everything and everyone. Right? It's impressive. Those guys don't stop whining, don't stop complaining, and they keep putting pressure on the CBF. The problem is that people accept their pressure. That's the real problem. Guys, Tite's interview with GE was so embarrassing. He's giving a series of interviews now, right? He starts talking, then seems unwilling to discuss Flamengo. Man, I don't regret anything from that moment. There was a goal, Tite. I ended up helping at that moment with Tite's departure from Flamengo. It's unbelievable, right? He says, my feeling about Flamengo is that it breeds Libertadores and the Club World Cup. Anything less than Libertadores or the Club World Cup is not enough. We lost Pedro Cebolinha and Luis Araujo, the attacking trio. That was almost 60 goals. We ended up losing the first game, drawing the second with Peñarol, and then came the dismissal. That was the expectation. We wanted both titles. But honestly, what I really wanted was the Libertadores and the Club World Cup. It was close with Flamengo under Jesus, and they're still trying since Corinthians still hold the record. See him taking a jab, right? It's mine as a coach. Soon the challenge will be there for someone else. Still wants to show off. First, he said he made a mistake when he said he wouldn't work that year and ended up signing with Flamengo. He said he made a mistake going to Flamengo, making it clear that he made a mistake going to Flamengo. And he still takes a jab, right? Saying that not even the Flamengo has to chase after winning what he won there at the Club World Cup. Let me tell you something. Flamengo is a world champion. Try saying that to Palmeiras, who doesn't have a Club World Cup title. Go tell Palmeiras. You're kidding, right, Tite? You must be kidding. This can't be real. And look, we had Rafael Sobres talking about Flamengo being the best team in Brazil. Rafael Sobres made an analysis and he said the following. If Flamengo plays at 70% of their level, nobody beats Flamengo in Brazil. Not even Palmeiras. Flamengo is by far the best team. If Flamengo is having a good day, nobody can beat them. He said that on Sport TV. Look, I had said this after the game. The way Flamengo played against Grêmio, the way Flamengo was playing, and how the other teams were playing, including Palmeiras, the gap was very big. It's not arrogance showing off or a title guarantee. That'll jinx it. There's nothing like that. I'm saying this. The kind of soccer Flamengo is playing, I just can't understand why people are still complaining about Leonardo Jardim, because the work he's doing really reminds me of Jorge Jesus. It's a team you look at and say, this team is unbeatable, but it's not. There's no such thing as an unbeatable team. But Flamengo is playing really well. And he says, if Flamengo plays at 70% of their level, nobody beats Flamengo in Brazil. I agree with him. If Flamengo plays, if they're having a good day, he says Flamengo is by far the best team. If Flamengo is having one of those good days, nobody can beat them. That domination we saw against Grêmio, that sequence of attacking plays, man, one after another. It even looked like it was a highlight reel. Did anyone else feel that way? That it looked like it was a highlight reel? I felt like I was watching highlights. It felt like we were watching highlights, just the best moments, but it was actually Flamengo all over them. Impressive. Impressive. That first half there, impressive, man. And look, the goal didn't come in the first half, but this Flamengo game against Grêmio was impressive. And also against Atlético Mineiro, there are games where Flamengo dominates. Against Vasco, they couldn't score the goals when it was necessary. Then they ended up conceding the equalizer. They're playing really well, but there's a big difference compared to other teams in Brazil. The important question people are asking me, and Coluna do Fla even did a poll about it just now, Everton Araújo or Eric Pulgar, who should be the starter against Vitória? This weekend, we can't count on Everton Araújo against Atlético Paranaense, okay? I would give Eric Pulgar a few more days to recover, give him the chance to come on during the game, include him in the squad, and give him the chance to play against Vitoria. But I would start with Everton. Everton Araujo, okay? Yeah. 73% of the fans are asking for Pulgar as a starter, okay? I even voted for Everton Araujo. But look, 73% prefer Pulgar. For me, right now, Everton Araujo has earned the starting spot, okay? FH Crado said here, football is about the moment, and Everton sees the opportunity. I really like Pulgar, but lately he's been getting lost in the character the fans created. I don't think that's it. I think it was because of the red card. He needs to stop acting like a loose cannon and play better. No, he's playing well. He can play, he can play. For now, keep Everton. The season is long and Pulgar will have more chances to play. I'd keep Everton since he can't play this weekend. I would keep Pulgar rested for the weekend against Atletico Paranaense, okay? Also, he can't wear himself out too much because the game against Atletico Paranaense is on artificial turf. He should return gradually and play in the second half, which I expect will happen. A lot of people are asking for Pulgar. Yeah, Everton is a starter. Carolina, UFC sent is here. Everton is an undisputed starter. The kid can cover the midfield all by himself. Pulgar is going to sit on the bench. I don't think we'll need to worry about sitting out. There's always a suspended or injured player, so there will be rotation. For example, are there players with 100 or more accurate passes in a single Brasileirão match? And do you know who shows up? Everton Araujo. 104 passes in the Flamengo's 1-0 win over Grêmio. And players with 100 or more accurate passes in a single Brasileirão match. Everton Araujo against Grêmio was a beast. Few people talked about it. Varela was a beast. Plata was a beast. But Everton Araujo, 104 accurate passes against Grêmio. Leo Pereira had 106 accurate passes, second place. Leo Pereira is second and fourth on this list. He had 100 accurate passes against Inter in Flamengo's 1-0 win. He had 106 accurate passes in Flamengo's 3-0 win over Remo. The same Remo that drew with Palmeiras, and with Palmeiras being favored, being helped. And the leader is Jorginho. Grêmio 0, Flamengo 121 accurate passes. Jorginho is a beast. Palmeiras is crazy. That's it. I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below. Turn on the notification bell. Leave that awesome like on the video. Thank you so much for your company. Greetings, Jubileiros. This is Flamengo. Big hug. Thanks. I'm out.